Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Chelsea Dressing Room Debrief, where again Chelsea have been absolutely abysmal. I'll try not to swear too much because I am so annoyed at recent performances, recent games, and how the club's been run in general. Yeah, really pissed off after watching us yesterday. I stormed out really angry, probably a bit pathetic to be honest, on reflection. And yeah, I lost my shit a bit when they scored the second goal, just because you could see it coming. As soon as Maresca went on the defensive, it literally you might as well have held up a white flag, said "Come and attack me," because Brighton weren't that great and we dominated them. I thought right up until Andre Santos made that awful mistake that cost us, cost Chalobah a red card, which means he won't play against Liverpool. And we would just dominate. I couldn't see Brighton getting anything out of that game other than a Chelsea win until that happened. And it's another game we've lost and we've lost points on that we should have won. And it is just really frustrating and really badly shocking. But the thing is, I mean, we're in for another long season, to be honest, and it's only just begun. You come in after the summer, thinking so positively after winning the Club World Cup, where you thought, yeah, that's a statement of intent. Let's push on from that. And we haven't. The sporting directors again showed their class, or lack of, should I say, of they're not good enough to be in a top team like Chelsea. I'm sorry. But when you've had Colwill injured for a whole month and you don't sort of bring in another centre half, and now we're really struggling, and the manager doesn't seem to trust any of the signings that they brought in. They've spent 90 million on two wingers that never play. Instead, they stay on the bench. This speaks volumes to me. So Maresca doesn't trust the signings. A lot of the signings that they've made aren't good enough. They're for pure profit, just to get in and move on. And they're moving like a Brighton, not a team that's won Champions Leagues and won Premier Leagues. They're moving like a mid-table club that needs to keep being sustainable and making profit rather than winning trophies. And you can see it clear as day. They need to go. They're the first people that need to be gone. I'm sorry, out of Chelsea Football Club, because they haven't been good enough. This project has been going on for 3 years now, and what have we got for it? All right, you might say we won the Conference League and the Club World Cup, but Chelsea is a football team that is made to be competing for Premier League titles, and we haven't competed for one since 2017. All right, Roman Abramovich was in charge for some of those years, and we won Champions Leagues just as good, right? And now they've come in and we're just signing all these players and they think we're getting closer and we're getting closer. Oh, we're building this team that's going to be young enough to challenge in a few years. This team has probably got some players that's good enough to challenge now. And the only reason why we're not challenged is because they haven't brought in the right personnel. We've needed experience for years. We've needed leadership. We've needed a world-class centre half. And you could see that when Thiago Silva was getting to the end of his career, you saw that we needed to replace him. And you saw even with him at the club, we needed more than just him. We need a world-class goalkeeper. And it's just been an absolute shambles from top to bottom. Maresca, he's really wearing me thin now with, I know the red cards aren't his fault, but how he reacts is literally forfeiting the game. Brighton, even for 15 minutes, we had 10 men and we looked like we could score on the counter attack with Esteval, João Pedro, and Neto. And we threatened. And then he took all of them off, just leaving João Pedro and then playing. And we just, Malo Gusto, an absolute stinker when he come on. We wanted to help Reece James. Reece James was doing well enough against that Minty for, what was it, 75 minutes, and he didn't have a sniff. And then you brought Malo Gusto on, who instantly kills any possibility of the attack. Literally just let the Brighton wingers run it in, swing crosses in. It was just abysmal. And I could see it from a mile off when that second goal went in. I was shouting, literally, close the cross, don't let him cross, because their only threat was coming from fucking crosses. And you could see that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. So you've got to close the threat when you've got 10 men. Yes, it's hard, but you've got to work doggedly to just make sure they don't score. And we didn't. We sat off and we let them cross the ball in the box. We let them dominate play. We didn't, when they got over the halfway line, we didn't press them. It's just abysmal, and I'm sick and tired of it. We've got a long season, and it's already, and fans can relate to this. When you're looking forward to the football season starting again, it's killed any of that already. I'm literally sat here now, not enjoying going to Chelsea games. I'm going on Tuesday, and it is, as Jamie Carragher said, the recruitment has been shocking, and I hate quoting Jamie Carragher. Gary Neville even said on Sky Sports, he was like, Chelsea are in for a tough moment now, and you'd see it because we haven't recruited well, and we spent nearly 2 billion or over 2 billion or whatever that number is, and for that you'd hope you'd show a more stronger side, and we haven't. So yeah, I'm just done with it, to be honest now. It's really, really frustrating, really annoying. Mourinho, wouldn't surprise me if he turns up on Tuesday and does a masterclass against Maresca.